November 180 Bravo Bravo, good afternoon to you. Report your altitude?
2,000 feet on 1014, Bravo Bravo.
Bravo Bravo.
Hello YouTube, Wycliffe Barrett here, Xplane dedicated. Today we're going to have a look at Lanzarote, GC Romeo Romeo. This is a collaboration between MK Studios and Windsock Simulations. Windsock Simulations, their mission statement is to bring FSX and P3D sceneries to Xplane, so they do conversions. They've converted Lanzarote and they've done a very nice job, I have to say. Here is an image from Google Maps of the Lanzarote airports. I've been to Lanzarote. I went there, I think it was last year on holiday. Lanzarote, of course, a lovely place. One of the Canary Islands, and it is the northernmost island of the Canaries, and it's also the closest to Africa, the continent of Africa, and Morocco. There you can see an image straight out of Xplane, so it looks quite similar, especially with the black runway and the black areas on the apron. As I say, it's the closest to the continent of Africa and Morocco, and the Canary Islands have been having quite some problems over recent years with migration, people coming out of Africa into the Canaries, of course, and Canaries belonging to Spain, it means they're in Europe. Anyway, enough of that, we don't want to talk about politics and migration. Just to the south is Fuerteventura, another beautiful island in the Canaries, and all of the Canary Islands are blessed with almost year-round sun and very, very warm temperatures. Lanzarote itself only has approximately 18 days of rain in a year, so that's not too bad at all. Just do some scanning shots here, and you can see it's all very nice. I have one issue, and that is with these palm trees. They are custom built palm trees, so they've been made, but there's not enough variation for me, but that's just a minor thing. Overall, the scenery looks really good, and for a conversion, it's not half bad at all. It looks really, really quite good. There is a Z18 orthophoto around the area of the airport, and not only do you get the airport, but you also get the whole of the island with a complete new terrain mesh and also orthophoto scenery for the whole of the island. On top of that, what Windsock Simulations have done is they've created custom autogen for the area in Lanzarote. So the autogen is in keeping with the island, the kind of architecture, etc. For the location. All very good indeed. Here you see a night shot, of course, and they've done special lighting. It's not just ordinary HDR lighting. It is HDR, but also it's custom built, so the light spill from the lights onto the apron look entirely different from normal. As we say, Lanzarote has on average only 18 days of rain, and that means that in any given year they're handling close to 5 million passengers at this airport, and most of them of course coming from the United Kingdom. As I say, it's customised also Gen and Z18 orthophoto as well, and if you're flying into Lanzarote from the UK or somewhere in Europe, it's a handy jumping off spot for some inter-island flying with the Binter or Canary fly. So it's all, it's all rather neat. It kind of fits in really lovely. Most of the approaches into the island are RNAV approaches, and you have the Devla 3 Papa approach and the Devla 3 Quebec, really quite nice approaches, but they are RNAV approaches, so they're a little bit tricky than just your normal straight-in ILS approach. I'm going to put a link in the video in the description below that will take you to all the charts for the for Lanzarote Airport, so you've got a direct link to the charts which is in the description below, which is really quite useful. I suggest you print them off and put them in a folder somewhere. It'd be very nice. Just coming in now after this landing, and you can see that the runway is that kind of black tarmac asphalt concrete, which is quite prevalent in some of the Canary Islands. A lot of the runways of the Canary Island airports are like this, but with the apron being a normal sandy coloured concrete. The price of this is $19.99. That works out at £15.68. I've also done it in euros, and we'll put that up towards the end of the video. I think it's around about 16 euros or something. I'm not quite sure. Not forgetting, of course, as you come to the terminal, there are moving jetways. but you will need Marginals Autogate plugin for that, and you can get that from Xplane.org, and I'll put a link below in the description for Marginals Autogate as well. So a really nice plugin. He did very well when he created that. Not an awful lot more to say about this other than that the ground markings look very good. They're very clear, although in some areas they look a bit washed out, and maybe they could have been done with a brighter or deeper yellow, but that's just a minor thing, nothing to worry about. It's not a deal breaker by any stretch of the imagination. I wish Windsock Simulations much success for the future. I think if they can keep producing airports like this, conversions like this, then they will really corner the market there, because there is a desperate need for a lot of airports to be brought over into Xplane that are really, really quite good. MK Studios, they've been producing airports for FSX and P3D for quite some time, so it would be nice to see them actually having their airports produced for Xplane. Here we are, I'm on the ground just having a quick drive around. You can see the concrete there is looking a bit careworn and cracked in places, and bits of grease and dirt, which you expect at any airport. It doesn't matter how new or how old the airport is, you'll always find grease and dirt and tyre marks all over the apron there, as you would expect when you've got aircraft rolling around and scrubbing their tyres everywhere. So just taking a little drive around here. It's always nice to get down to ground level and have a look about. Lots of vehicles here, ground vehicles and tow trucks and baggage handling carts there, and the baggage trolleys. I think those are really clever, because they can turn a pallet around through 360 degrees. Really quite odd. You notice it says 30 miles an hour, where I think that might be actually 30 kilometers an hour, not miles an hour. The ground looking very, very good. You've got Cobus buses everywhere. You've got tow trucks, stairs. Yeah, it's all very good, and what we come to expect. Here's a glitch, just a minor little thing. Some of the Ignis signs, they're out on the road. They should be a little bit further in. You can see that one there. It's on the tarmac, so it should be a bit further the other way, so to speak. Not all of them. This one is perfectly placed. It's on the concrete. It's in its red hash area there, which is exactly right. So there's only a couple of them that are misplaced. This one I think is right in front of me. I might have to drive around that one. I don't want to crash into that. So just a couple of minor things, and that's to be expected when conversions are being done. Sometimes these things get missed, but I'm pretty sure that there'll probably be a fix for that quite soon. It looks as though the road markings just finish there and go on to the plain concrete. They don't. They carry on the concrete. It's just that the change in the road surface makes it look a little bit more stark than it actually is. Overall, this airport is very good. I think they've done a grand job. It's not just the airport, as I said. There's thousands upon thousands of customized autogen that's placed all over the island, and the orthophoto scenery as well, which is placed all over the island as well. So as we come down the road here, you can see these palm trees on the left here. As I say, they're custom designed palm trees. They look very, very nice, but maybe a little bit of variation in the way they look. Not a lot of trees grow that nicely together. Whoops, a bit of slalom there between the trees, and very nice indeed. Once again, orthophoto will kind of look a bit blurry when you get to this kind of level, but above 2,000 feet, and it's absolutely fine. There's nothing wrong with it at all, and it's something to be aware of when you're looking at orthophoto scenery, that if you get down to ground level, it will go a little bit blurry, and that's the case even when you buy the really expensive stuff. When you actually buy orthophotos rather than using the free resources that are around, it can still pixelate a little bit. But once you're up in the air, even at a couple hundred feet, all looks very good. Look at all those coaches there. Coaches waiting for next influx of traffic. As you can see, I've got static aircraft on the ground, which is a bit funny because they're inaccurate. You wouldn't have Cathay Pacific coming into Lanzarote, or maybe you wouldn't even have American Airlines coming into Lanzarote either, so that is a bit of a misnomer. What I will do is I'll put a link in the description below which will take you to Lanzarote web, and you can actually watch the airport live on well, almost at any time of the day, and you can see traffic moving in and out of Lanzarote. Well, there you go. Well done, Windsock Simulations. A really good effort there, and I wish you much success. This is Wycliffe Barrett, Xplane dedicated. We'll see you very soon in the near future. Don't forget, smash the like button, hit the bell so you get notified, and give me a thumbs up as well. We'll see you soon. You all take care now. Cheerio.